Charlotte von Muhlsdorf survived the Nazi and the communist regimes, not as a man hiding under the skirt of a woman, but a transvestite. And despite his Nazi father, who was murderous and brutal, aside from the Nazi regime in Germany, and then when the communists took over in East Germany, Charlotte somehow found a way to survive, to remain true to who she was, and to preserve, again, this fabulous furniture and sound machines that otherwise would have been lost to time.
Oh, here people can always come to see my collection. Everything from the Grundenzeit. This was the period in Germany between 1890 and 1900. Wie soll ich sagen? The gay 90s. Petroleum lamps and vases, gramophones, records, lunchboxes, telephones, inkwells, polyphones, pictures, cadenzas, bureaus, and of course, clocks. No matter what people want to see or hear, I'll sure play it. Oh, some people come to see me. Ich bin transvestit.
This is my second one-person show. It's the first one where, again, I've had to play so many characters, switching in and out.
I heard that in the 70s, the Stasi came to you and offered to treat you very well if you gave them the names and addresses of the people who frequented your museum. I heard they actually promised you a car. Is that right? Yes. And one day they came, and one of the two men said to me, "You have to sit down. Take out a paper and pen, and I will dictate to you the following." And I thought, what's that? So you didn't do it. He wanted me to write down exactly what he said. And what was the text you were expected to write? I, Lothar Bärfelder, commit myself freely and willingly to working together with the Ministry for State Security.
Biography, the life of a real person, doesn't have narrative and thematic continuity. Our lives are chaotic and unexpected and don't always make for clear story arcs. And the great fiction of art is that it gives those chaotic lives order, and we can create a clear storyline and a body of themes that we want to examine. And certainly Charlotta's was an enormous and complicated life. The hardest thing about working on the play, in part, was knowing what to include and what to excise.
Was she as poetic when she spoke as some of the lines in the play?
In truth, she was. I know, and Bridge did them so beautifully tonight. She has that line, "When people died, I became this furniture." There's a German verb, bekommen, and the past tense of bekommen is bekam. And so she meant to say, when people died, ich bekomme diese Möbel, or I received this furniture, because bekommen in German means to receive. But when she spoke in her gorgeous pidgin English to me, she would say, when people died, I became this furniture. And I thought, my God, that's gorgeous. You know? And so, to see such a confident, immaculately achieved performance to such glorious effect tonight, I just can't thank you enough, because to see the work, so much phenomenal talent poured into it is just profound to me. So big congrats to the theater here tonight.